Good afternoon, everyone. Steve Georgia here from Allendale's Trading Floor. It is April 26, 2011. Kind of a mixed day today in the grains. We did have the nearby corn that was higher, up about 4.5 cents. But we had some bull spreading that is continuing in the market. These back months, even December down a little bit, but the bull spreads are still intact. You still have guys trying to get long the nearby contracts, still selling the back months. But the big support, the big push here for corn is still weather. That is still the biggest concern right now. You do have a lot of these weather maps. They're agreeing that we are going to keep a lot of this wet weather in the forecast here for the next 5 to 7 days. But behind that, looking out a little bit further, that's where we find some of the discrepancies between these maps. The noon weather maps here had taken out some of the rain for the western corn belt, but had increased rain here for the eastern corn belt. So you do have some discrepancies here for the longer range forecast, but it is still, over the next week or so, we are going to get quite a bit of rain, and probably going to keep these guys out of the fields yet, and keep planting down to a minimum. We did come out here this week at 9%, 9% planted as far as a nation. That's still going to be looked at as pretty friendly as we get to that, as we get into May here. But the concern is now, we did have beans down 6 3/4 cents. If we don't get this corn planted in the ground, what are we going to do? We're going to see more bean acres and maybe less corn acres. So beans still under some pressure here from that. Also, you've got the trade right now a little bit negative on beans, just because South America does have an ample supply of beans and keeping a cap on any significant rally that we may see in the beans right now. So beans down about 6 3/4 cents today. We also had wheat down about 14 3/4 today. So even more of a pullback here for wheat. Most of the news out there, this is mostly profit taking. I think if we're going to continue to see corn go up here, it may be supportive for wheat as well. You still have concerns in the winter wheat areas here of not enough rain and not enough moisture down there. Spring wheat, way too much rain up north. Snow cover, flooding, you name it. So still not getting planted here as far as spring wheat. So still going to be a concern there. Still going to find some support here at lower levels yet for wheat. Looking at some of these outside markets today, crude oil down only 15 cents, but their products, heating oil and unleaded gas, both higher. So, of course, as you guys are watching this go up here at the pump, it's rallying here again on the board, up another 3 cents today for heating oil, up almost 3 cents again here for unleaded gas. That's continuing this push higher at this point, and we'll see if that is going to continue. But right now, charts look strong. Looks like we could see that continue. The dollar down about 15 cents today. We did find a little bit more of a pullback today for the dollar, which did help out on some of these contracts. But stock market up about 100, just over 100 points right now. Still looking very strong. It's putting us up above that 12,590 area. Keep an eye on that. It was a strong close today. NASDAQ closing pretty strong. Same thing with the S&P. So technically still looking pretty good there. The metals finding some profit taking. Gold down about $6 right now, puts that just near that 1,500 area, just above it. Silver though, after we've seen this enormous run for silver over the last 2-3 weeks, we have now we went up to near 50 yesterday. Now we're starting to see a little bit more of a pullback. We sit near 44.60. With some profit taking, down about $2.40 today. So we'll see if that does continue, but we do have a little bit of a slide from the start here this morning. Some of the soft markets, sugar continuing to break back. We've seen a heck of a run here for sugar, but we are now currently working in a downtrend, and our target's still closer to that 20-cent area for sugar. We are approaching that. Every day seems like it just grinds a little bit lower yet. So keep an eye on that. We do feel sugar could break back a little bit more. Cotton, down limit today. Limits in cotton are 6 cents now. Now that we have taken out that $1.70 area. So we've got 6 cent limits now in cotton. We were down 6 cents here for July. Profit taking here was the biggest reason, which has continued. Also, you're finding a lot of investors moving money away from cotton into other commodities, but still sitting at a very good price here for cotton. As far as livestock today, fat cattle kind of mixed. You had boxed beef mixed as well. You had choice that was down 12 cents. Select up $1.63. You had feeders down about $1 to $1.20. So that's breaking back here more on a technical pullback. And then you've got the hogs down about $1.40. In that June contract, down a little bit steeper than that in some of these other months. A lot of the trade right now watching this, that we've got cold, wet weather. They're saying that just the lack of grilling has got demand here. A little bit weaker. So it's got things pushed down. We may see a little bit more of a pullback here as we go toward the end of the week. The charts look a little negative right now as well. So keep an eye on that. But as far as the grains, weather is the issue. And that, I think, is going to be the trade here and what a lot of guys are going to watch throughout the week. So keep that in mind here as we work throughout the week. Give us a call here at 800-262-7538 with any questions you guys may have. Or, as always, we're there online at allendale-inc.com. Hope you guys had a great day today. Have a great rest of the week.